Lakers Nation, what is going on, guys? So welcome back to the channel with the new video today. As you guys read the thumbnail and text, but we got a very important video. And today's topic, we're going to be talking about how importantly that the Los Angeles Lakers might have a problem involving Gabe, Vincent, and Vanderbilt, and could really impact this team, especially in a bad way. It could be very negative. But before I dive into the recent news that's been going out there in the NBA world, just break it down. Don't worry, guys, I got you guys covered. In just a second, we're gonna be talking about it and give you my thoughts and my opinions on how I feel about this whole, current situation, especially the way this Lakers team is constructed. But make sure you guys like each of my videos. I mean, a lot of my videos, if not all of them, and my channel really means a lot to me to get it to more people. Make sure you guys share with your loved ones, your friends, and make sure you guys subscribe as well. I don't know what you guys are doing. You're not gonna want to miss out any future Lakers content, and stick around. It's completely free, so make sure you guys subscribe and smash it. And yeah, man, turn on the notification bell as well. It's very important, especially if you guys want to stay updated, if not almost every single day. I do post daily, if not almost every single day, 365 days. And last thing, I need you to do me a big favor is to follow my socials. The links will be down in the description. If you guys just want to hit me up in general and just talk Lakers basketball, hoops, whatever you want, especially if I'm not, busy. But man, oh man, it's been a long time since I last made a Lakers video, especially very long. But I'm officially back. This is my second week in school, so I really haven't had too much time to make longer videos. If you guys notice, it's been 3 if not 4 minutes videos or shorts and stuff like that. But we had to come on here and talk about this. So about a day ago, I did see a recent report, pretty much coming out from Sean Deviney. I'm sure I didn't pronounce it wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, or I did butcher it, but this is coming from Full Court Pass. I'm pretty sure you guys heard of him on Twitter, his sports page. So he says that the Lakers have had plenty of opportunities to trade Gabe, Vincent, and Vanderbilt, but they have declined to do so. So there's teams that do have trade interest in those two players. I just don't understand why, when they're not the greatest, players. But he also quoted this. He says they have not been attacking the trade market by any stretch of the imagination. What are you doing, Rob Pelinka? You're the GM. This is your job to do, right? After the Lakers got eliminated in Game 5 in the first round against the Minnesota Timberwolves, I know JJ Redick was pretty much calling out the players on this team and how after the season's over, we need, certain players to be in championship shape, healthy, ready to go, and also be in the best basketball shape, right? Especially going into the offseason, we've seen it with Luka Doncic. He's lost 31 pounds. He has a 42-inch vert, which is actually insane. By the way, he's playing for Europe, overseas for, Slovenia. He signed his contract extension with the Los Angeles Lakers. But also you got Max Kleber doing a windmill dunk, throwing the ball off the floor and bouncing it, which is actually insane. So maybe the Lakers are going to look to keep him, because I know the Lakers are trying to do a consolidation trade involving Max Kleber. It was either Dalton Connect, might have been Gabe Vincent. So we'll see about that. But you see LeBron James locked in. He's ready to go despite all those rumors and those, murmurs. It's just noise. He's not going anywhere. He's going to retire with the Los Angeles Lakers. I know there's been talks about him getting bought out, or either just waiting till his contract does end, because he's going to be a free agent, I believe, the following season, or unless the Lakers do trade him. But why would the Lakers just let him go when you can get a few pieces back or return? Maybe he does get off the books, but there's been talk about him going back to the Cleveland Cavaliers to reunite with their team. I just don't see it happening unless they're just going to trade scraps, a first-round pick, some, role players. But if they want to remain competitive, at least have a chance to win a championship, if they do acquire LeBron James, they're probably going to have to depart with their certain players like Jared Allen and obviously Darius Garland. But I'm not trying to get off topic. I am trying to get back to today's video. But I just really wanted to come in here and hop in here and talk about Gabe Vincent, particularly because he hasn't been good so far. His tenure for the Los Angeles Lakers, his first season, I did give him a pass because he was injured majority of the season. But, this past year was kind of disappointing. First half of the season, he did struggle, so I gave him a pass because it's like, you know what, he had a off season. He's trying to get back to, playing basketball. Like, you have to practice on the court, you have to do drills, like, you have to get in basketball shape. So I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, but there was like a 2 month, correct me if I'm wrong, it might have been like a 3 month stint where he scored like 0 points on the court. Like, he was just running up and down the court, like not doing anything, not providing for this team. He's really hurting this team, right? And there was times where he'd give you bagels and like donuts, but second half of the season he started coming around, he started to play much better. But once, playoffs came, he struggled. Like, he was giving you donuts, like he was just airballing shots. So I do have my concerns about Gabe Vincent. Like, what happened to Miami, he Gabe Vincent. It always seems like this always happens to the Lakers, like it's Kendrick Nunn all over again 2.0. But Gabe Vincent, like other teams, like opposing players are just a mismatch because Gabe Vincent's just undersized. He's listed like 6'2", 6'3", so he's a small guard. Like, I wouldn't say he's elite defensively. He isn't like bad, but I wouldn't say he's great. And he could be very streaky at times. But he does provide that point of attack defense and can just provide a spark coming off the bench as a backup, point guard. But he is a solid, player. He does provide rim pressure. But also, talking about his contract, he's making around $11 million. So it is expiring. He's going to be, entering his final year in 2026. But, expiring contracts are very valuable. Like, the Lakers have tons of expiring contracts. They're going to have Rui Hachimura. I'm pretty sure, next offseason, 2026, it's going to be expiring. You also got likes of, Max Kleber. I almost lost my train of thought, but I was trying to picture in my mind what I was about to, bring up. But Max Kleber, he's making roughly around $11 million. So his contract is going to, come off the books, right? Austin Reeves, he can demand at least 30 plus mil, if not 40, maybe 50 million, but it looks like the Lakers might even retain him. Like, they might sign him to at least $30 million, which I do feel like it's about right. 25, 30, anything more than that, I just don't think it's worth it. But the Lakers are really trying to preserve cap space till like 26, 27. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work, because you're going to probably have to sign Austin Reeves for at least, 4 years. We'll see. But, you got Jared Vanderbilt. He's great defensively. Offensively, like, those are the concerns. Like, he's not going to create off the dribble or take guys off the dribble. He's not going to go one-on-one. He's not going to ISO. Like, he's not a great finisher around the rim. Like, he does blow a lot of layups. Like, he has no offensive game. He's very good defensively, like, versatile-wise, but offensively, he's not very versatile. He can switch multiple positions. He can even guard forwards, small point guards, or even shooting guards. But he could play small ball 5 depending on certain matches, but you really don't want him guarding centers. But he's listed like 6'9". He does bring that, point of attack defense, rim pressure. Like, he could pick you up from 94, if not 95 feet. He's a pest. Like, he could be annoying at times defensively and get into your chest, but he does provide that passing lane. Like, every single offseason, we're always talking about if he can just work on his, 3-point shot, the corner shot. And I know it can be very frustrating, because if he can be just, serviceable, let's say, 34-35% around league average, then sure, it's not like he has to be lights out, shooting 36, 37, 38%. It'd be great. I love that. But if he can just keep the defense honest, then that would be great. But teams always sag off of him, and those are the concerns, because you see it over time, every single season heading into the playoffs. Like, he's a liability. A lot of times it feels like you're playing 4-5 instead of 5-5. So that's why J.D. Redick just didn't really have too much trust in him. He didn't really play him too much. But I know this past season he did come back, obviously barring any setbacks. It was around like January. It might have been like late January, close to February. I know it was against the Golden State Warriors game, and the Lakers won, but he didn't really have like a full offseason to work out, because he was, deal with like, that heel injury, that foot, and he didn't really have, the chance to, work out and work on his game. But, this offseason, he could definitely see clips, like photos of him working out, especially that corner three. Like, I'm not really concerned about the defense, just the offensive side, because he just brings you nothing. But Lakers fans, NBA fans general, you guys let me know in the comment section, how do you guys feel about both of these players? Especially, Gabe Vincent. Like, he's the biggest concern. Like, he's a question mark. Jared Vanderbilt, I'm looking at his contract, right? He's making around $12 million. His, contract is worth about like 3 or 4 years, $48 million. But he's going to become unrestricted free agent in 2028. 2027-28 season, he does have like a player option. He's going to be making around $13.2 million. And then the 2028 29 NBA season, he'll become unrestricted free agent. So he has more years on his deal. But if you're only paying him at least $10-11 million, then okay, it's not like he's making $20+ million, especially if the Lakers want to preserve cap space in 2027. But I don't even think he's worth $10-11 million in my personal opinion. But it was kind of hard to judge and evaluate Jared Vanderbilt in the beginning of the season, because it's like, what, this guy doesn't really have too much trade value. Like, how we're gonna try to trade him when we only have like 2 weeks ahead of the trade deadline. So that's why the Lakers really hold on to him. But if he could just stay healthy, doesn't really have to play 82 games a season. I'm not asking that. Like, most guys don't even play that in the NBA. Like, guys load manage, especially stars. I mean, role players can do it too, but it's more of stars. If he can give you 50+, 60+ games, then sure. But if he's giving you less than that, then that's a concern. Like, I know a lot of Lakers fans, including me, are tired of the Jared Vanderbilt experiment. Like, it is annoying, but Jared Vanderbilt, he's not a two-way player. He's only known on the defense end. Like, that's a concern. Like, it's very hard to get two-way players. Like, we need an Aaron Naismith, we need a Miles Bridges, we need an Andrew Wiggins type of player. But in my personal opinion, like, my preferred style lineup would be Luka Doncic at the 1, obviously Marcus Smart at the 2. He just acquired in free agency, was bought out from the Washington Wizards. I'm hearing that Luka Doncic did recruit him, but I would have him at the 2, possibly have Jared Vanderbilt at the 3, LeBron James at the 4, and I have DeAndre Ayton at the 5. And then your bench, like, especially if you do keep Gabe Vincent, I don't know why I'm having a hard time talking, but if you do keep him, I'd have him off the bench, especially alongside Rui Hachimura, maybe Austin Reeves. You got, who else? Yeah, Bronny James. You got Jackson Hayes. I mean, he'd probably be your backup center if the Lakers don't make another, move or get a backup center. Obviously, we're like a month away from, training camp, and then you got, October preseason and the regular season. But Maxwell Kleber is probably going to be your, third if not fourth big. But that's just my personal opinion. You still got Adu, Thero. He's going to be a rookie. I'm really interested to see how he does play his rookie season. Like, I'm not expecting him to get too much, playing time, but he provides a little bit of offense, defensively. I think he's going to be very good, like Jared Vanderbilt 2.0, but I think he has the potential to be a two-way player. Like, he's athletic, he's a high-flying, hyper athlete, and he's going to get tons of lobs from Luka Doncic, but he's dealing like some type of injury from, Arkansas Razorbacks, so that's why I didn't play in the Summer League, which I was really looking forward to. But the Lakers bench isn't too great. You still got, Jake Relivia, who you just signed in free agency, which he did leave the Sacramento Kings. But Lakers fans, once again, I really do appreciate you guys. Like, I can't do without you guys' support. I'm so sorry if today's video was, horrid, but just bear with me. It's been a while since I made a long video, since I started, school. I've been posting shorts, some clips, 3 if not 4 minute videos. But Jada Redick's going to have to see in what he works with, because you're going to want a mix of balance. You're going to want defense and offense. You're not going to want just, offense and no defense, right? Where you just have Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves in the backcourt. You have Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, and DeAndre Ayton. Like, that's not great defensively. You need to have a mix of offense and defense. So that's why I said Jared Vanderbilt and Marcus Smart alongside Luka Doncic, because you want to kind of hide Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves defensively. Like, they're just cones. You need two-way wing defenders. That's what you want alongside those players. But if the Lakers can have, Austin Reeves, we watch more come off the bench, then you're just better overall, because you have more, scoring, and, Austin Reeves can just sub in for one of these players, for example, like Luka Doncic, or you can even have Rui Hachimura and stuff like that, sub in for LeBron James. But yeah, man, I really appreciate it. Once again, follow my socials, the links will be down in the description, and stick around for more Lakers content, because you're not going to want to miss on daily uploads. I'm going to try to continue to grind and be more consistent, but I'm out of here. Peace. Cheers.